Hey guys, welcome back to Deb's Journey. I'm Deborah, and I know it's been a little while, but I guess I just figured I'm gonna just bring out videos as I have time for it. A lot has happened since last time I talked to you. We had a hurricane. My husband and I got COVID, unfortunately. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but he's doing so much better. I am too. It's been about 2 weeks since we got over it. It took me about 2 to 3 weeks to get over, and not get over, but like being able to test negative. And my husband, we both tested negative on the same day. It took him about 2 weeks. It took me a little bit longer, but anyway, that was a whole ordeal and super scary and ugly. But we're here, we're alive, we're healthy. Baby is growing. Last time I didn't have much of a tummy to show you, but this time I'm a little bigger. I haven't gained that much more weight than last time I saw you, but baby is definitely growing, and he's moving so much and he's thriving, and I just praise God for that, because I mean, who doesn't want to move more towards the natural light? Who doesn't want to make sure they have a healthy baby, right? So anyway, the hurricane came and went. It was fast. It was a Category 1. We lost power for a few days, but nonetheless, everything was okay. A whole part of our fence fell down and that kind of thing. But again, just as long as we are safe and we are, nothing major happened. So I thought I would just come back and give you another update on me and do a little cooking. So I'm gonna make some chili because it's been getting a little cooler these days here in Texas. Yes, it's actually been getting a little cooler. Not every week or not even every weekend, but the days that we can get it, we definitely cherish them. And it's beautiful, like going outside and it being like 65 degrees outside, and it's just like, some relief from the heat. This week is back in the 80s, but we're looking forward to our next cool front. All right, let's get started. By the way, this baby is pulling all the moisture out of my body, and my lips are all chapped, and my skin gets all itchy, and I have to just keep applying lotion and stuff like that, because it just I just feel so dry and itchy. And so anyway, is there a cream that you really recommend? I just bought one that was, I can't remember the name. I'll put it up here. It was a CVS brand. But it's been working pretty good. But if you know something that I can do for my lips, because it doesn't matter as much water I drink, I'm staying hydrated. I put chapstick on, but like right now I feel raw, like wind, what's it called, windburn, or like, whenever the wind hits your face and then you get wind chapped. There you go. Anyway, so let's just get down to cooking. Ask any questions down below if I miss something, or you're like, she didn't even tell us about this or that. Let me know. But I will talk to you while I cook. Okay, so we are going to be making some chili. Let me show you the spices that we're going to be using in the seasonings. I have ground cumen, ground black pepper, salt, cayenne pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, paprika. Then I have tomato sauce, but I forgot that I needed tomato paste. So if you can find those little things of tomato paste, is better. Fire roasted diced tomatoes. I have two. I have a red and a yellow. It's just what I had on hand, and it was going kind of bad, so I had to start cutting that off. If you have green, that's good too. An onion. I have some bacon. You can use raw if you want, but this is what I have on hand. Some beef broth. I also have some garlic paste, and I have some ground turkey, which I think is still a little frozen, so I'm gonna have to work on that. Anyway, let's get started with cutting the vegetables. All right, so I only did half of that onion. And so, let me wash my hands real quick because I have vegetable juice all over my hands. All right, so in a pot, sorry I put my hair up because I don't like cooking with my hair down. I'm gonna put my fire at about medium high for now. I'm gonna let it get hot and have some olive oil. I'm just putting about, maybe about 2 tablespoons. Put as much as you like, but not too much because then it'll be too oily or greasy. Once this is hot, I'm gonna go ahead and put all the vegetables in and get it cooking. All right, so my oil is nice and hot. So. Start cooking down a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and start seasoning the vegetables. I'm gonna season it again once the meat goes in, but so I'm gonna go ahead and put some cumin. I season just to my liking, but I'll put some sort of measurement down there for you.
What was that?
Huh?
What is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Ground black pepper. Let me do the red cayenne. Oh, I'm only putting a little bit because I don't want it too spicy because cayenne is spicy. Again, just like a little bit in there. Onion powder. Oh, you know what I forgot to put in there first? Well, I guess I can put it now. Onion powder. Again, just to my liking, but I forgot to put the garlic paste. But I didn't want it to burn and my thing was pretty hot, so. Garlic powder. The other one was onion powder, I don't know if I said that right. Chili powder. I like a lot of chili powder. Again, I'm only putting some of it in the vegetable portion of this. And then I'll put more whenever I add the meat. And then some paprika. And I'll go ahead and add my garlic paste. This is the only time I'm going to be adding this, so I'm going to put about a good tablespoon in there. I'm not going to add it again whenever I add the meat, like I am the other seasonings. All right, we'll just let this cook down for about 5 minutes or so, just until the onions are translucent and the peppers are nice and tender. All right, so now that it's been about 5 minutes, you have to stir it because it starts getting a little stuck in the bottom. You can always add a little bit more oil if you need to. I'm not going to. Too much oil and grease, like in like this kind of thing, it upsets my stomach. So now I'm gonna add the bacon. I'm gonna add about 2/3 of a cup. Just mix it in. If you are using raw bacon, cook that first before you start cooking your vegetables, okay? And then chop it up, or you can even chop it up and then start cooking it. There you go, do that. And then cook your vegetables in that fat if you like, okay? So I'm just gonna mix it up here and let it go for another 2 minutes or so. All right, so my meat is a little frozen, so I'm gonna have to let it defrost a little bit in here. But use defrosted meat because it's easier. Okay, not all of it, it's just kind of like the center. But I'm doing about half of this container. It's this is 3 pounds, so I'm doing about 1.5 pounds. I think I might add another, I might go ahead and just do the 2 pounds.
Nice.
All right, so now you can see that our meat is kind of browned a little bit. And I'm gonna do half of this jar of tomato sauce. And this is a 15 ounce. and this whole jar of the fire roasted tomatoes. I haven't added more seasoning yet. I'm gonna wait till I add everything so I can get the real taste of the seasoning. So I have all that in there. I have my beef broth. This is a 32 ounce. I think I'm gonna add all of it. Well, let me add and see. Again, a lot of times I just add until I'm happy with it. Yeah, I'm gonna add it all. If I was real smart, I would have put it in here and then put it in there so I can get the rest of the tomato stuff out, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna let it get hot a little bit and then I'm gonna taste it for seasoning. All right, so now that it's kind of hot, I'm gonna taste it for seasoning. Okay, it's pretty good, but definitely needs more seasoning. So I'll put a little bit more black pepper. Again, just because I really like black pepper. If you have little kids, they might find it like the more black pepper you put, the spicier it gets. Put some more comino or cumin. I always call it comino. I'm just putting a little bit of comino in it though. I'm not gonna put any more cayenne, but I am gonna put everything else in. Onion powder. Definitely need some salt. But I would definitely not over salt it because this is gonna reduce even more so. So the salt is gonna concentrate. So put less salt than you think, and then you can always put salt in your serving, you know, instead of just over salting the whole thing. Guacala. No, thank you. Okay, chili powder. Yeah. This one's good already. So I like to put lots of chili powder. So probably even about 3 tablespoons of chili powder because I really like it. I think I'm gonna put the rest of this. I'm gonna close it and open up the big spout. There we go. And a little bit of paprika. Okay. So now we just mix it up. Okay, so we're gonna let it go for about 30 minutes at 4. I had it at 6, I just lowered it a little bit. So that's about medium low. It's gonna go for about 30 minutes and some of the water is gonna evaporate. So it's gonna condense a little bit to where the water goes away, right, evaporates or whatever. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of cheddar cheese at the end just to thicken up the sauce a little bit because I didn't put any xanthan gum or cornstarch or anything like that to kind of thicken it up, you know, to make it like a thick chili. So you'll see at the end how it comes out. But you add whatever thickening agent you want, whether you're keto or non-keto, whatever it is, and I'll see you back whenever it's done. All right, so after I cleaned up a little bit, let's check on our chili. It's almost ready, just needs maybe like 5 more minutes. But while it's at this stage, see how it's still kind of, it's not thick like a chili. I'm gonna add some cheese to it. Not to make it cheesy, but just to kind of thicken it up a little bit. We're gonna let it go for another 5 minutes. But this time, I'm gonna raise the heat. And we're gonna, so it's at 4, raise it back to 6. And I took off the pot. Okay, Deborah, I took off the lid. And that should be it. We're just waiting. At this point, actually, you can taste it again to see if it needs any more seasoning because it's not too late to add seasoning or like a little bit of salt. Let's taste. It's gonna be very hot. You know me and bring my mouth all the time. To me, the seasoning is perfect. Let's see that, Alex. Hot, hot, hot. I tell you, it's hot.
It's good.
It's good? Okay. So again, 5 more minutes, and then it'll be ready, and we can serve it up, and I'll show you what else I like to eat it with that makes it even more fall and gives you all the yumminess of a comfort food. All right, we'll be back in just a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna serve up our chili. All right, guys, now bring it back to me. This is the chili. I just topped it with a little bit of cheese, cheddar cheese, and some sour cream. Let's give it a try. It's hot. It's really good. Now let me show you what I have over here that's gonna make this even more special. So in my next video, I'm gonna show you how to make, and it's so hot, this cornbread. Just stick it right into your oh, that's my oven, excuse me. You stick it right into the chili. You just take off a little chunk and eat it with your chili. I'm telling you. It's so good. If you miss cornbread and chili, this really just hits all the check marks when it comes to wanting something fall and comforting and warm. Around here in Texas, it's hard to feel that way because it's so warm outside most of the time. But like I said before, we're getting these cool fronts, and this definitely hits the spot during that time. All right, guys, love you. Subscribe, like this video, share it with all of your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Check out the cornbread recipe in my next video.